Also, just in the spirit of transparency, I've worked with Tyler Perry before, and I thought he seemed very kind. So, of course, when you've had a pleasant experience.
So Meghan always showed herself as this Hollywood boss lady living big. But now that image is crashing because Tyler Perry, the same guy who once helped her and Harry, is now saying her brand is drowning in $16 million debt.
Yeah, it makes you sad. But also, he lost me pretty big when he sat down for the Harry and Meghan docuseries on Netflix, where he...
And now Tyler Perry wants his money back, and he is not keeping it a secret. He is saying it loud and clear, like, pay me back. And the crazy part is, this is not just about money. It feels like a big betrayal, because this same man was once her savior who gave Meghan and Harry his fancy Beverly Hills mansion when they had nowhere to go.
Sure. It says filmmaker and actor Tyler Perry was hit with a $260 million sexual assault and harassment lawsuit on June 13th. Perry, the man behind the popular franchise Medea.
When Meghan and Harry ran away from the UK, Tyler Perry was like her Hollywood protector, her big ally. But now he just snatched the support away with that straight-up demand for money back, and it really broke the picture that her Hollywood friendships could never fall apart. Because if even Tyler Perry is done with her, then imagine what that means for her place among those so-called powerful friends.
Shows like Duplicity and Sistas and a slew of Netflix originals is being sued by actor Derek Dixon. The two first met when Dixon worked at the opening party for Tyler Perry's studios. In his lawsuit,
the numbers are crazy, like insiders are saying Meghan brand has stacked up around $16 million in unpaid bills, and this is not just a tiny problem or one failed campaign. This looks like a whole project spinning out of control, and for someone who once bragged about being financially independent after walking away from the royals, now being called out for owing millions is just messy.
The Oval. Dixon accepted the jobs, but is alleging that during his employment, Perry sexually harassed him, groped him, and then retaliated against him when he did not reciprocate Perry's unwanted advances, according to the complaint. And if you are a fan of...
This is looking totally catastrophic, and even worse, Tyler Perry is somehow involved in the money mess. So his demand is not just personal, it is out there for everyone to see. Meghan tried to sell As Ever as this fancy, socially aware lifestyle brand, a place where elegance met empowerment and style met sustainability. But the truth is, it turned into another vanity project, and people are roasting the products, saying they are overpriced and boring.
For word, some of the text exchanges between Dixon and Perry, and good Lord, they will haunt you in your dreams. Whether Tyler Perry is guilty or innocent, and he stresses that this is all just basically blackmail. He's, this person is just trying to...
People are saying Meghan always talked big about her brand being fancy and empowering, but the reality was shallow and boring. Nobody bought into the dream, and the sales proved it. Instead of being the next Goop or a Duchess legacy project, As Ever is now looking like a total money pit. And the real problem seems to be Meghan's own messy money habits.
Go away. The text messages themselves are enough to kind of change your opinion about Tyler Perry, and that's unfortunate for him and his brand. I have talked in the past about how brilliant I thought Perry was, because he was one of...
Instead of growing slowly, Meghan supposedly went all out with 5-star events, top celebrity stylists, fancy packaging, and expensive international marketing, even when sales were low. One insider said she spent like she was already running a billion-dollar empire, but the customers never showed up. And now the brand is drowning in red ink and sitting on a $16 million hole.
And the reason he did that was so that forever, while he's here and while his studios exist, which, the countdown could be on, but depending on how this goes, but forever, while he is still here and while his studio is still here,
And the crazy part is, Tyler Perry is not letting it slide anymore for Meghan. This money mess is super embarrassing. But even worse, it comes from the same guy who once let her stay at his home, defended her in public, and helped boost her Hollywood start. Now his words, "pay back my money," hit like a public slap. And it's not just about cash.
and it's ready to go. So you could save yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars likely versus building your own Oval Office. So I've always been like, hey, here's a clear example of why he's one of the richest and smartest men in Hollywood. Now,
it's all about betrayal and a friendship gone bad. Her one-time helper, Tyler Perry, is now just one more on the list of former allies who are done with her for Meghan. This is not just about money, it's personal, it's a total disaster. And it shows her carefully built Hollywood world is finally falling apart. Because in Hollywood, weakness is never forgiven.
I really don't think so. To me, they're so self-consumed. But I had Fox reach out to me, and the reason why I'm reading this to you in full is because God love them. They'll take my 20 paragraphs and they'll publish 3 sentences from them. And
Hollywood definitely does not forgive debt. As soon as Tyler Perry spilled the tea, execs, investors, and insiders started backing away. The gossip was not just about As Ever failing. It was about Meghan herself being toxic. One producer even said for years Meghan acted like she was a safe celebrity to partner with.
I don't get the full context of what I was trying to say, so I thought, you know what I'll do? I will address this story and I will read to you my full conversation with Fox. And actually, why don't I read you some of the questions they sent me to,
She always tried to look like someone mixing royal charm with Hollywood power. But after Tyler Perry demanded his money, the truth came out. She was a total risk. Then the public went wild on Twitter. Hashtags like Debt Duchess and Payback per blew up. TikTok users mashed his demand with Meghan old talks about being money independent, making fun of her, and Instagram memes started calling As Ever more like As Never.
Distance, and will it work in their favor in the end? Why do you think this silence could be viewed, as deafening now? Anything else of note? So those are all the questions they sent me, and here is, I think I ignored them. I think that I just unleashed.
People were calling it the biggest celebrity flop since Gwyneth Paltrow's Country Strong. And what made it sting more was that everyone was laughing, not just critics or royal fans. Ordinary people who never cared before were now mocking Meghan, like she had no skills as a businesswoman. Stores that used to sell As Ever products quietly pulled out, fashion distributors stepped back, saying it could hurt their name, and even online shops that first welcomed the brand started getting nervous about being tied to the drama. One insider spilled the tea to a trade magazine.
I mean the Netflix series. I should have probably been more clear. He didn't come out after the Oprah Winfrey interview and go, "You go, girl." But he is featured throughout their Netflix series. And like I said, his tone is resentful towards the British royal.
It's not just bad sales, it's the smell of total failure. Nobody wants to be connected to her now for Meghan, who spent years trying to be taken seriously in Hollywood. This rejection hits hard. A brand without stores is not a brand at all. And looming over all this is the royal family. When Meghan and Harry left the monarchy, they said it was to be fully independent, to stand on their own build, their own empire, and show the palace they could make it.
The British royal family. Also, do you remember when he wished Meghan a happy birthday on social media, and he was like, "Happy birthday, Princess Meghan"? Anyway, to quote Prince Harry from his January 2023 interview with Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes, silence is betrayal.
16 million in debt, a brand falling apart, and Tyler Perry himself asking for his money. The monarchy story looks stronger than ever. The facts say it all. Meghan and Harry did not break free. They broke down by the end of the week. Meghan's public image hit rock bottom. She was no longer a trailblazer, an activist, or even someone people love to hate. She was mocked as a warning, a celebrity who loses friends, wastes money, and leaves debts behind. For someone who once stood proud as a royal bride, being publicly shamed by the man who once helped her is total disaster. And as Tyler Perry keeps saying, "Pay back my money." It is clear Meghan Hollywood comeback has not just failed, it has crashed into debt, betrayal, and total ridicule. Her brand, her empire, her credibility, everything Meghan worked so hard to build is completely gone, and the humiliation is just next level, because now she is not only facing Tyler Perry demanding 16 million back, but also the full force of public judgment. As soon as his words "pay back my money" hit the press, they exploded online and became a total internet sensation, with TikTok users making countless edits, splicing his demand over Meghan old Netflix promos. Twitter went wild with memes calling her Debt Duchess and Payback Princess. Instagram reels mercilessly mocked her, failed as ever, brand calling it as never. Even fans who once defended her are now scratching their heads, asking how a woman with multi-million-dollar deals could possibly end up drowning in debt. Critics are pointing fingers at her reckless spending, non-stop PR hype, and a brand built more on glitz than real substance. Every social media post, every viral video keeps fueling the narrative, showing her as someone who tried to live the lavish high life without the support to actually sustain it. And the jokes just keep piling up, painting her as a cautionary tale of celebrity excess. While one viral comment put it perfectly, she left the royal family for independence. But now all anyone sees is financial collapse, public shaming, and a dramatic fall from grace, proving that even Hollywood glamour and royal connections cannot save a brand built on hype when reality catches up with it. Now Meghan is completely dependent on Tyler Perry. Patients and people online are already roasting her, saying as ever, more like is owed. And that's the brutal reality she cannot spin away no matter how much prayer she throws at it. When the public stops feeling sorry and starts laughing, the whole game is over and her image takes another hit. But now I really want to hear from you. Do you think Meghan really owes Perry $16 million? Or is this just another example of her overpromising and under-delivering? Should Perry have kept his demand private? Or was he right to go public with "Payback my money" drop? All your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold anything back. It'll be featuring the funniest and sharpest takes in my next video. And if you want to stay on top of every twist, scandal, and shocking update in Meghan Hollywood downfall, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button so you never miss a single moment of the drama. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss the next big juicy expose. Because here's the full truth. Meghan did not just lose money. She lost her credibility. She lost friends, allies, and supporters. She may have even lost the very last thread that was holding her entire brand together. And in Hollywood, once your reputation becomes a joke or a meme, there is almost no coming back. Every viral post, every trending video, every meme clip keeps reminding everyone of the collapse. The embarrassment and the drama making it even harder for her to rebuild trust or convince anyone to work with her again right now. It looks like Meghan is not just facing a financial disaster, but a full-on reputation meltdown that could define how Hollywood and the public remember her for years to come. Her attempts to appear powerful, glamorous, and independent have all crumbled, leaving her exposed as someone who overpromised, under-delivered, and burned bridges along the way. The social media backlash, the relentless memes, the critics piling on, and even former allies distancing themselves, all combine to paint a picture of total downfall. And the worst part is, this is unfolding in public for everyone to see with no easy fix in sight, showing that in Hollywood, once your name becomes synonymous with failure and debt, it can take years or even decades to recover if ever. And Meghan Markle right now is living that very cautionary tale for anyone trying to mix royal status with Hollywood dreams. Hey guys, if you want all the latest tea-juicy updates and deep dives into Hollywood scandals, royal drama, and celebrity fallout, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment here on Bella Breaks Down. And don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts because we love hearing your takes on everything going down in Hollywood.